Hey everyone, in today's video we will be painting this beautiful windows in painting. So without any delay, let's get started. I'm going to use these materials in this painting. In step 1 we are going to paint the background. So here we have the color cerulean blue. So here I have mixed the color white, cerulean blue and a pinch of viridian, and I'm going to apply the color on the top of the canvas like this. And eventually we are going to make it little darker. So now let's mix the color cerulean blue and we are going to blend the colors together. As it is a nightscape painting, also it's a rainy day painting, we are going to make the colors little lighter. And here we have the color black, and I'm going to gradually mix the color black to the cerulean blue, and I'm going to get this beautiful dark shades of blue. We will be adding more black to this color to make the color more darker. So in the bottom you can get the dark shades of blue. Here I am using number 10 flat brush. This is a very big flat brush, so it is really helpful for me to blend the colors, also cover the large surface with a few applications. Now the background is ready and I am going to let it dry. In step 2 we are going to paint the trees in the distance. So here we have the color cerulean and I just mix the color black, and I'm going to use this color to paint the leaves in the trees in the distance. So we are going to use our round brush to draw some leaf like strokes like this, and we are going to repeat the strokes again and again to cover the leaves in the trees. While moving towards the bottom of the canvas, you have to add more black to make the color little darker. Now let's apply the color for the base of the leaves here. So here I am using my round brush and I am going to block the entire space with this color. Here I am using my number 4 round brush. You can use any big size round brush to cover this area. Using the same color, I am going to just fill the base for the trees here. Once the base layer is completely dry, we can take our round brush and we can mix the color black with cerulean blue, and here I am painting the patterns of the leaves again, and we are going to add some long brush strokes like this to cover the entire leaves in this tree. And it is a really easy and interesting thing in this painting, and we are going to just use some random brush strokes to paint the leaves in the trees. While painting the leaves in the shadow part, we should not hide the entire base with the brush strokes. So we should leave some gap between the brush strokes so the base will be visible to see. And that creates the huge impact, also a sense of depth in our painting. And I'm going to use the same brush strokes in this tree again. Now let's mix the color cerulean with a pinch of black, and we are going to add the light values in the leaves. Adding the light value, dark value in our painting creates a huge impact, and I really like this. Now we are in the step 3 to paint the leaves near the window. Now let's mix the color viridian and medium yellow to have this beautiful green, and I'm going to mix a pinch of black to make it little dark, and you can take your normal green if you have. So here I am adding the color viridian instead of green, and I really like to add the color yellow and viridian to get a beautiful shade of green. Now we are painting the layers of leaves. So this is the first layer. So this layer is the shadow part of the leaves. So here I am adding the colors like this, and you can see the background is really dark, so the colors will not be very visible and bright. And now we are adding the second layer of the leaves. To make the second layer little visible and little brighter, I am adding a little extra yellow, and you can see now the green is little brighter and warmer, and we are adding the second set of layers here. And try to paint the leaves from different direction and different sizes, so that makes the painting really realistic. Loading my brush with black color, I am going to add the stems here. So we have to add some tiny and long lines. So here I am using tip of my round brush. You can use your normal detailing brush, and the line should be very tiny and skinny. Now we are painting the third layers of leaves. So here I just use the color more yellow to make it little brighter and warmer, and we are going to add more leaves again. If you are someone who is interested in painting nightscape painting and beautiful and aesthetic scenes, then you will definitely like this painting. In this painting, you will have the step-by-step explanation to paint the beautiful night sky and the beautiful camp painting and the lighting around it. If you are really interested, then don't skip this painting. Now let's mix more yellow and white. We are going to add more details in this leaves painting. We are painting the highlights that fall on this leaf. So here we are adding the light warmer color. Now load your brush with the white color. We are going to add the raindrops in this stem. As the water is dripping from the stem, first we need to add the raindrops like this, then we can add more details. Now let's add some highlights and details in the leaves. As the water is falling in this leaves, it will create some highlights. So we are adding the highlights in the leaves now. Now it's time to paint the raindrops. Now let's draw some curves under the stems like this. In the last step, we are going to mix the color white and cerulean blue to add the raindrops in the window. So now take your toothbrush or old brush. We are going to splash the color gently on the surface of the canvas like this. Now take your round brush or small detailing brush and draw some sweeping and long line like this. If you love capturing the magic of rainy day painting, then this playlist is definitely for you. In this playlist, you can see different types of rainy day painting with a beautiful and clear explanation. To make the painting more interesting and realistic, let's take the color black and we can add some lines near to this line here. Now take the white color and let's add some small lines in the long line like this, and it will create a beautiful and realistic effect in our painting. To paint the water droplets, take the color black and draw some circles and oval shapes like this. And fill the shapes with the light blue color. So here I have made some white and cerulean blue, and we are mixing the color and we are going to fill all the shapes using this color. Now take some white and add the white in the bottom of the shape like this, so it will create the beautiful realistic effect in our painting. It's really easy to paint the water droplets using this technique. All we need to do is we have to take some dark color and draw some shapes like oval and circle, and we have to fill the oval and circle with a lighter color, and we can add the highlights in white color. Now the water droplet is ready. To have a clear line, I just use my masking tape and I just stick the tape like this, and I'm going to fill the color in between them. Before adding some reflected light in this window frame, I'm going to let it dry. Then we can take the color cerulean blue and we can add some tiny line here. If you are new here, consider this your official welcome. I am Roxana, an acrylic painting artist passionate about sharing my creativity with you. On this channel, I will share easy to follow painting tutorial and techniques. If you are really enjoying my videos, then make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on my other social media platforms to know all the regular updates about my painting. And this is my favorite part in this entire painting. Here we are adding one more window frame and I'm going to just let it dry. Then we can take the color yellow mixed with white and we are adding some light effect here. It took me around 6 hours to finish this entire painting. I really like to paint the leaves and the water droplets, so I really enjoyed this painting. Please let me know your thoughts about this painting in the comment section. I will meet you guys with another beautiful painting with a step-by-step explanation in my next video. Until then, have fun with colors.